Welcome to the BrainX channel. In this video, we are going to solve simultaneous equations using the elimination method. The examples that we will do in this video will be more challenging, so if the elimination method is new to you, it might be a good idea to watch the introductory video first. In that video, we worked through a very basic example and explained what the elimination method is all about. You can find the link on the card in the top right corner or in the description below. Let's start with example 1. Example 1, we have to solve for x and y simultaneously, and here are the two equations that you're going to work with. So for the elimination method, you have to rewrite your equations. And when you write the second equation, make sure that all your x terms are underneath each other, all your y terms are underneath each other, and your numbers are on the other side of the equation. Then you have to number each equation because it makes it easier to refer to them while we are working. So our goal is to eliminate either the x or the y. So let's compare the coefficients of the variables. The coefficients of x are 3 and 2, and the coefficients for y are 2 and -4. So at the moment, neither the x terms nor the y terms will cancel if we simply add or subtract the equations. Therefore, we need to multiply one of the equations first. Now, the y terms will be the easiest to work with. Why do I say that? Because 4 is a multiple of 2. So equation 1 contains a positive 2y, while equation 2 contains a negative 4y. If I multiply equation 1 by 2, that positive 2 will become positive 4y. We will then have a positive 4y, and in this equation a negative 4y. That means when we add equation 1 and 2, these two terms will cancel. But let me show you exactly how we're going to do this. Now, because I'm multiplying this term by 2, I have to multiply every other term in this equation by 2 as well. Because what you do to the one term, you have to do to all the terms and on each side of the equation. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to multiply by 2. Because remember, when we want to get rid of the brackets, you multiply this 2 into the brackets. And here I'm going to multiply the 7 by 2. Okay, so let's rewrite this equation now, where we multiply this equation by 2. 2 multiplied by 3x is 6x, and 2 multiplied by 2y is 4y. And that equals to 7 times 2 is 14. And now I'm going to name this equation equation 3. Can you see what we did now? Because I multiplied this whole equation by 2, this y term over here became a positive 4y. That means if I add equation 2 and 3, then these two, when I add them, will actually cancel. So I'm going to add equation 2 and 3 together. So 2x plus 6x is 8x. Then negative 4y plus 4y is 0y. And 10 plus 14 is 24. So if I rewrite this equation, it will be 8x equals 24. All we need to do now is to get x on its own, to isolate it. That means I'm going to divide by 8. And what you do on the one side, you have to do on the other side. That means x equals 3, because 24 divided by 8 equals 3. So let's call this equation 4. Now that we have a value for x, I still need a value for y, because the question is solve for x and y simultaneously. So I'm going to substitute equation 4 into any one of my original equations, so either equation 1 or 2. So I'm going to write substitute 4 into, and I'm going to choose equation 1. So I'm going to rewrite equation 1, which is 3x plus 2y equals 7. Now remember, substitution means whenever I see x, I'm going to substitute that x with 3. So I'm going to write 3. I see an x, so I'm going to substitute it with 3. Remember, like I said in the previous video, we write the substituted part in brackets, especially when we are dealing with more complicated substitutions in the future. Then you are in the habit of writing it in brackets. Okay, so let's carry on. We have plus 2y equals 7. So now we just multiply this out. 3 times by 3 is 9 plus 2y equals 7. So now I need to get this y on its own. That means I'm going to move this 9 to the other side. So this is a positive 9. I'm going to subtract 9. What you do on the one side, you have to do on the other side. So we have positive 2y equals 7 minus 9. And that gives us 2y equals negative 2. So all we need to do now is to divide by 2. Why do I do that? Because this y is multiplied by 2, and the opposite operation, or the inverse operation, is to divide. So 2 divided by 2, and here I do the same. I divide by 2. That means y equals to negative 1, because negative 2 divided by positive 2 is negative 1. So our final answer is x equals to 3 and y equals to negative 1. Let's move on to our second and final example for this video. This is the elimination method. So what I need to do is to rewrite my equations. And remember, when you write them down, you have to number them and make sure that you write all your x terms underneath each other, all your y terms underneath each other, and all the numbers on the other side. And I'm also going to number this equation. Once again, our goal is to eliminate either x or y. Now this time, both the variables could be used, but I'm going to eliminate x. And why do I say so? Because my coefficients for x are 2 and 6. And because 6 is a multiple of 2, we can multiply equation 1 by 3, so that I can create another 6x term. If I decided to eliminate y, I had to multiply this whole equation by 4 to create a 4y term. And I've decided to multiply by a smaller number. So therefore, I'm going to multiply equation 1 by 3. So I'm going to draw my brackets on the left-hand side, and I'm going to multiply the whole left-hand side by 3. And what you do on the one side, you have to do on the other side. Now remember, when you want to get rid of the brackets, you have to distribute that 3 into both terms inside the bracket. So 3 multiplied by 2x is 6x. And 3 multiplied by y is 3y equals, and 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. And I'm going to call this equation 3. Now let's compare equation 2 and 3. Can you see that both the x terms have a coefficient of 6? That means if I add equation 2 and 3, we will end up with 12x. And what we want to do is we want to cancel the x's. So I'm going to subtract equation 3 from equation 2. I'm going to write 2 minus 3. So let's subtract. 6x minus 6x equals 0x. And then we've got 4y minus 3y is 1y. Or you can just say y. And then 24 minus 21 is 3. Okay, so now I'm going to rewrite this equation as y equals 3. Because 0x is actually nothing. That means I don't have to write anything for x. And 1y is the same as y. So we've got a value for y, and that is 3. So I'm going to call this equation 4. Now I'm still not done yet because we need to solve for x and y. Now that I have a value for y, which is 3, I'm going to substitute this equation into any one of my original equations. So either equation 1 or equation 2. So again, I'm going to choose equation 1. So I'm going to say substitute 4 into 1. So let's rewrite 1 first. It is 2x plus y equals 7. So for every y that you see, you have to substitute it with 3. Okay, so I'm going to write 2x plus, now instead of y, I'm going to write 3, and I'm going to write it in brackets. Remember, I said make it a habit to write your substituted part in brackets, especially later on when you encounter more complicated substitutions. And that equals to 7. Now, this is a normal linear equation. That means all my x variables must be moved to the one side and all the other variables to the other side. So here we have a positive 3. I have to subtract 3. And what you do on the one side, you have to do on the other side. So I'm going to write 2x equals, and 7 minus 3 is 4. Now we still have 2 multiplied by x. So to get rid of the 2, I have to divide by 2. And again, what you do on the one side, you have to do on the other side. And that gives us x equals 4 divided by 2 is 2. So our final answer is x equals to 2 and y equals to 3. And this brings us to the end of our elimination method examples. Remember that there is also a separate video where we solve these same simultaneous equations using the substitution method. This will help you compare the two methods and see that both methods gives us the same solutions. It will also help you decide which method you would like to use in the future. You can find the link in the description or click the link that you see right now on the screen to watch it next. See you in the next video.